Okay, this is problem 5 from homework 4.3, 4.4. We're supposed to use Adams' method to apportion congressional seats to this planetary Congress. Okay, so I've just rewritten the given information down here, and I added a column for total. And this might seem a little bit confusing at first because they give you percentages instead of numbers of people. But if we just assume there are 100 people in the Interplanetary Federation of Fraternia, then we can just think of these as numbers of people. So we're assuming there are 100 people total, and we are apportioning 199 seats. So the first step of most methods is to find the standard divisor, which is total people divided by the number of seats. So we're going to have 100 people to 199 seats, and that is 0.5025. So that's how many people per seat. So for every half a person, approximately, there's a seat. You get a seat in Congress. Okay, so now I'm going to add to this table my standard quotas. So you get the standard quotas by dividing each state's population by the standard divisor. So 11.39 divided by 0.5025, and you get 22.67. And here we get 16.44. Here we have 76.24. $30.01. And 20.68. And finally, we have 32.975. Okay, we don't need to, if we add those up, we should get 199 or very, very close to it because of small rounding errors, but those should add up to 199. Okay, now, because we're doing Adams' method, the next step is to round all of these up. Okay, so no matter what the decimal reads, we're going to round up, get the upper quota. So this is going to go to 23. This is going to go to 17, 77, 31, 21, 33. So every single one of them went up, even if the decimal was less than 0.5, right? Because Adams' method is round up. And then I'm going to add these up and see what I get. And that comes out to 202. Which is too many seats. We only have 199 seats to give out. So I have to adjust my divisor, right? This sum was too big, so I want to make my divisor a little bit bigger. Okay, so then we calculate what's called the modified quotas, and I'm going to use a divisor that's a little bit bigger than 0.5025. A good place to start for your modified divisor is to change it by about 0.5% for each seat off you are. This isn't guaranteed to work. It's just a good place to start. This is a trial and error process. So 0.5% of 0.5025 is about 0.0025. So I need to make it bigger by that much. So maybe 0.505. So we make this number just a little bit bigger. Instead of 0.5025, we try 0.505 and see. Oh, I'm supposed to actually make it bigger by that much for each seat that I'm off. I only changed it. I'm off by 3 seats, so I'm actually going to change it by a little bit more than that. So 0.0025 times 3 seats off plus 0.5025. So I'm going to try 0.51. So I just did a little bit of mental calculation, right? So I said, well, 0.5%, that's 0.005. And then I multiplied that by 0.5025, and I get 0.0025. So change by this much for each seat that we're off. So I'm off by 3 seats here. So I tripled this and added it to this, and I got 0.51. But this is a trial and error process. You could have straight up just guessed a new number. The only stipulation is that you should go bigger than this. When this number is too big, make this number bigger. So 0.51, you might have even jumped all the way to 0.6. That probably would have given you way too few seats, but then that would narrow you in on the number you're looking for. Okay, so let's see. I take each population and divide by the new divisor. So I have 22.33. 16.19. 75.11. 29.57. 20.37. 32.49. And that's it. Okay, so I don't need to do that total. Next step is to round up. Modified upper quota. Okay, so I round each of these up. So I have 23, 17, 76, 30, 21, 33. And when I add those up, I think I'm going to get 200. Let's just double check. 23 plus 17 plus 76 plus 30 plus 21 plus 33 is 200 seats. So I still have 1 seat too many. I'm supposed to give out 199 seats, and I've given out 200. So I'm going to repeat this process again. I'm going to get a new modified quota, so I need a new divisor, and just do it again. So this is an iterative trial and error process. Completely normal to have to do this a few times until you find a divisor that works. So I need a modified quota with a new divisor. I'm only off by 1 seat, so I'm going to change by about 0.5%. It's too big, so I need it to be bigger. So I'm going to use maybe 0.513. Okay, 11.39 divided by 0.513, 22.2. 8.26 divided by 0.513, 16.1. 38.31 divided by 0.513, 74.67, 15.08, 29.57. 39. 20.25. 32.3. Okay, I don't need that total. Next is to do the modified upper quotas. So I round everything up. So I have 23, 17, 75, 30, 21, 33. And when you compare to my previous row of modified upper quotas, same, less 1, same. So this should add up to 199. So this is our final apportionment.